Iacopo, what do we have in the glass?
We have our Chianti Classico. It's the new release of Chianti Classico 2023.
Oh.
So 100% Sangiovese.
That's clear.
Made in a big cask for 16 months.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our main production in the winery.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to describe a little bit the vintage. Vintage was very problematic 2023 for the lot of rain in June, July. We lose a little bit, just to say a little bit of quantity. It's around 70%.
Oh.
But the 30% is incredible. And this is a part of the 30%.
So let's taste it. The 30%.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
It's dark, is intense, is fruity, is a body.
It's beautiful.
Is a really.
What a pity. Just 30%.
All the last wine for me is the best. And this is for now is the best. Anyway, this is a very good wine to drink.
Yeah, very nice. Wow, fantastic.
So this is also organic. This is everything that we can do for make good wine. We do organic.
Yeah.
Work a lot in the soil.
Ciao, buongiorno. Das war gerade Iacopo Morganti vom Weingut Il Molino di Grace aus Panzano in Chianti, den du gerade gehört hast. Ich bin Nina und ich liebe Chianti Classico. Mit diesem Podcast will ich dich auch mitnehmen in meine Chianti Classico Welt und dich teilhaben lassen an Gesprächen mit Winzern, an meinen Eindrücken hier im Chianti und dir so viel wie möglich über Chianti Classico erzählen. Heute hat mich Iacopo eingeladen, über Il Molino di Grace zu sprechen. Er ist auf Molino di Grace für die Weine verantwortlich und, um ehrlich zu sein, eigentlich für alles andere auch. Von diesem Weingut aus dem Süden von Panzano in Chianti kommen hervorragende Sangiovese-Weine. Seit Anfang an, das war übrigens 1998, wurde Nachhaltigkeit hier ganz groß geschrieben. Und Kunst und Wein ist hier wie eine natürliche Symbiose verbunden. Iacopo scherzt sehr gerne und hat immer den Schelm im Nacken sitzen. So erzählt er gerne manchen gutgläubigen Menschen von der Weinproduktion mit der Mühle von Grace, Il Molino di Grace, so wie man in Texas Erdöl fördert. Und was hat er mit den biblischen Kundschaftern auf sich? Lass uns am besten gleich gemeinsam eintauchen in die Welt von Il Molino di Grace, der Mühle von Grace. Und weil Iacopo leider kein Deutsch spricht, habe ich das Gespräch mit ihm in Englisch geführt. Buongiorno, Iacopo. Thank you for inviting me to do a new podcast show together. We are sitting here in a very, very special room for me. I love this room because it's the tasting room of the winery, and we're sitting surrounded by a very special art. Later on we'll talk about it, and it's a beautiful room. And the most beautiful thing is that we have a wall of glass looking into the aging cellar of Il Molino di Grace, which is really fantastic to look on and tasting your wines. It's one of the most beautiful tasting rooms, I think.
Yes, thank you. So for the people who don't have this view, I can describe a little where we are.
Yeah, and they can have the pictures, they can look on the pictures on my website.
Yes, so. Of course. But we are in a big table, and this is the chestnut table.
A chestnut table.
As it come from Panzano, from the men who make an incredible job in Panzano.
Yeah.
So and we are sitting here in front of the barrique, in front of the big cask to the end.
Yeah.
And we have around us a lot of old bottles, and we are drinking
the youngest
best Chianti Classico.
In town.
I don't know in town, but
It's very good.
it's one of the best.
Yeah,
of course.
When I think of Il Molino di Grace, the following 3 key facts come up to my mind. The winery is in the very southern part of Panzano. The grape bearers, which we can find here almost everywhere at the winery. We will later on talk about this sculpture. And on the bottles. Art in general has a huge role here in Molino di Grace. And when I think on Molino di Grace, I'm also thinking on you, Iacopo. So,
Thank you.
And apart from these 3 key facts, the wines from Molino di Grace are one of the latest editions in my online shop. So let's have to take a closer look into the winery, the wines, and the people behind, which I always want to explain to my clients.
First of all, we have to talk about the family who invest in this part of land in Panzano, the Grace family.
It was Frank Grace.
Frank Grace is the owner.
Yeah.
And he invests in the land in the 1997.
Yeah.
To buy vineyards and
Why? Was it always his dream to run a winery?
He arrived in Panzano from London because he lived in London the last 40 years.
Yeah.
And they arrived here just to like a tourist.
Okay.
They was here. They have a friends around this area.
Okay.
But they fall in love with the place.
Yeah.
And he found incredible house. And after a few months, they offer also some land around. And he decided to invest in the land and the wine. And in the 1998, start to make the cellar. He was a ruin here, and he made the cellar.
So he established, we can say, Il Molino di Grace, Frank Grace.
Yes, that means Il Molino is the windmill.
Yeah.
Because in front of the cellar we have a windmill.
Yeah.
It's lucky when we have a nice story when I have a American, because they think about sometimes that the grape come from the soil. So I talk about then the windmill is for make wine. So we can find the wine in the windmill.
Yeah, you're doing it like oil also.
It's of course, like in Texas. So we have anyway, this is a joke story, but so it
would be very easy if it would be possible like that.
Yes, we don't need a lot of things than we have during the season, but yes. But the name, so Molino di Grace, the windmill of Grace, is the windmill is a building in front of the cellar, and Grace is the name of the family who owns the winery.
When Frank bought the estate, was there a windmill? Or
yes,
there was a windmill.
There was.
This one, which is now
from the 19th century, beginning of the 19th century. So
there has always been here a molino,
yes.
A mill.
Yeah.
Okay, because of the situation of the wind situation here. Or
here was the outside where we have the windmill is a point also in the old map.
Yeah,
where the wind is strong most of the time of the year.
Interesting.
So this is on the map of the wind map.
So it's not only the new new energy. It has been old, vecchi.
Yeah, it's not the new energy, but it's something that is here from 150 years.
When Frank bought the winery, it was wine also here, or did he plant it? How much hectares do you have here?
When he bought, he found vineyard, but not cellar. So the first 2 years they rent a cellar.
Okay.
In Lucarelli.
Yes. which is quite close, but
yes,
it's very far away to work with during harvesting. Let me say.
Yeah, but it's 2 kilometers from here.
Okay.
So
yeah.
It was easy for them to work there. And in the meantime, they restored the cellar. So 2000 was the first vintage that we made in the cellar.
Okay. Okay. How much hectares is Molino di Grace in altogether?
Altogether, we are close to 50 hectares.
Okay.
In the vineyard, we have 20 hectares.
And then you have also, I think, some olive trees.
Yes, we have a forest and olive trees.
2, 3, 4 olive trees.
We have
100.
700.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, 700 plants, but they are small plants, so they're young plants.
Okay. But I am always full of respect because I know how much work it is to harvest the olives.
Yes.
And thinking on 700, it's always...
No, they're not much.
Not much, okay. So Frank was successful with his wines from the beginning, I think.
Okay, he invests a lot of money to buy the land, to restore the cellar, to also replenish the vineyard. So, but they start in very fast, also international, successful, because they're American, they work in England, so we become international.
What was his former profession? What was his former profession? What did he before becoming a producer?
He have a company.
Okay.
How you call? It's a moving thing.
Okay. Logistic. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. He has 2 sons and 1 daughter, you told me. And I think that 2 sons, Tim and Daniel, have been also working here, or are they still involved in the...
When I started to work here 11 years ago, Tim Grace was involved in the wine.
Yeah.
But after 5 years, he changed.
Okay.
So he was involved in other things.
Yeah.
And now we have Daniel Grace involved in the wine.
Okay. But you run the winery now, I would like to say.
I run the winery every day.
Yeah.
So I live in Greve and I'm born in Greve, so I'm here all the time.
So, and what are you responsible for? Everything, I guess.
You want, then I say everything. Okay, I'm involved in everything. So from the tasting, from the vineyard,
from the cellar work as well.
From the
cellar wine production.
Yeah, wine production, of course.
So, as I mentioned before, this is in the very southern part. We are here in the very southern part of Panzano. Driving from Panzano towards Rada in Chianti, you're passing always Molino di Grace, so you can have a look on it. How much is the altitude here of the winery and the vineyards?
Okay, the cellar where we are right now is 350 meters.
Yeah.
And our top wine in altitude is 400 meters.
Wow, okay.
So 350 to 400.
And what's the exposition of the vineyards?
We have a southwest.
Oh, perfect.
Position. Yes, we are looking from Panzano to Radda, so it's the south, and then we have part also in the west.
I guess when Frank bought the winery or the estate, you mentioned that there have been vineyards, but I think not all 20 hectares. So what is it?
Probably.
Or how old are the vineyards?
No,
how can you describe?
We have the older vineyard is around 35 years. We never replant.
Okay.
And probably they have also a little bit more. So to the end of the 1970, probably. And all the rest, we replant around 15 hectares.
Okay.
Yeah, we replant with mostly is a Sangiovese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how old are they? The 15 hectares? What about?
Yeah, we start to replant when they bought the vineyard, and we start in 1998
Yeah.
to
Okay.
replant, and then we finish 2017.
Oh.
The last vintage,
Okay.
the last vineyard, and
So
we replant.
That was a nice collection.
Yeah.
The type of soil in the different vineyards has been receiving increasing attention in recent years and decades. So in the last years, we talk more and more about the soil of the vineyards. Can you explain us a little bit about the soil we can find here in your vineyards?
Our soil is similar to all the rest of the Panzano winery.
Yeah.
Because we are on the line of the hill, then arrive from Mercatale, Panzano and Chianti, and go direction Volpaia. So all this situation here about soil is a mix of Pietraforte,
which is typical for Panzano.
Is typical from Panzano, Pietraforte. Then we have Macigno, is also a hard stone.
More sandy?
It's a hard stone. It's more primitive stone.
Yeah.
It's very hard to broken. And this is the same stone then in Florence they make the old building. Then we have, of course, we have Galestro.
Yeah.
And a clay. And to the end, we have a little bit of Alberese, but just in a few parts of our property.
So you have a very nice mix as well.
Yes, Panzano, the particularity, not only for the Molino di Grace, but from Panzano, is the particularity of the soil and the altitude and the exposition. When you have to make a good wine, you need the three things: exposition, soil, and altitude.
And good people behind.
Okay, this is a part of the 20%.
You are organic. You produce organic wine here. Since when are you organic? Not only certified working.
No, we are organic from 2010.
Okay.
This is what they told me because I started to work here in 2014 when we become certification of organic. Yeah, so we work with copper and sulfur and a lot of things we do by hand. So
yeah. What does it mean in the daily working in the vineyards? Okay, you said copper and sulfur, but what does it mean for the soil? For how do you prepare it in a special way, or is it the same like in conventional?
No, there is nothing special. It's very old style system to work in organic. So we don't spray anything against the grass. We don't spray any pesticide.
Yeah.
So the grass we cut for the animals, then the disturb the butterflies. We work with sexual confusion, or we try to work in a different system, but we don't spray. So, and then the rest is a lot of work by hand, and with the machine, we try to open the soil when it's too dry. And then we don't want to go too much often on the, to compact the soil. So this is
you avoid to compact it.
Yeah.
And why do you open it when it's too dry? If the rain is coming, then there's the surface?
No,
or why?
It's not for the rain. It's just to give air inside. So we broken a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
just
they
the surface, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to broken the
surface
the first part. And we don't go deep.
Yeah.
We go deep before the winter because we want to keep the water.
Yeah.
And we go very thin and during the summer.
Okay. You have 3 grape varieties here in Molino di Grace. the main part, of course, is Sangiovese.
Yes.
The star. I always say in
Yeah.
every podcast, Sangiovese is the star here. And then you have the two typical Tuscan grapes, Canaiolo and Colorino.
Mm-hmm.
And you produce here a few wines. It's the Chianti Classico, which we have now in the glass, the Chianti Classico Riserva, and Il de Margone. It's the Chianti Classico Gran Selezione since a couple of years. And your so-called Super Tuscan Grazios. All wines, all Chianti Classico are 100% Sangiovese. Just the Grazios is the blend of Sangiovese, Canaiolo, and Colorino.
Yes.
I think it's an EGD because it's in Super Tuscan. I think it could be under the appellation as well of Chianti Classico. But it's your decision or Frank's decision or just to let it as an EGD. I
keep the first idea to keep like IGT because could be our Grazius, our Super Tuscan could be also another Gran Selezione because it's in a perfect blended with Colorino, Canaiolo, and Sangiovese. And this is the only single vineyard that we have.
Ah, okay.
So this is the wine that come from the selection in the highest vineyard that we have and the old vines.
Okay.
So
okay.
And I keep it like IGT.
Like a brand,
yes.
Yeah, the flagship of the winery. But I know there's also a white wine and a rosato here at Molino di Grace, but not as long. How long do you produce these wines?
We start this year to produce the rosato.
Yeah.
I produced the rosato this year because we have a lot of production, 2024. So I think it was a good moment to try to make
a rosato.
The rosato wine. In the past, I make rosato for 20 years.
Ah.
So.
You used to do it.
So I know how was the idea to make a rosato. Right now, the rosato is very light. It's 11 degrees. So it's also
a very nice summer
drinkable wine. About the white is also the first year then we made the wine inside this cellar.
Okay.
But the grape, this is a Trebbiano grape they come from my vineyard. Then I have no here.
Yeah.
But outside from Chianti Classico. So we bring the grape here.
Yeah.
It's also organic.
Yeah.
And then we crush and we made the fermentation in a steel tank.
Okay. And you do a fantastic olive oil as well, of course.
For the olive oil, we don't do nothing except to keep the olive. And then we bring the olive to crush in Panzano and then...
But it's a wonderful product as well. And
but it's
a part of the DNA of Tuscan people.
This is not organic. Oh. This is more than organic.
Okay.
Because we don't spray zero. So...
really untouched. Just for la raccolta, for the harvest.
This is a 3-time organic.
When you arrived here 11 years ago, I guess you changed a lot because I know you a little bit and you are not a person with no ideas. You have a lot of ideas. What did you do here?
It's a funny story because when I met Frank Grace, he called me. And he asked me to stop here at Molino. So I stopped in the Molino and he asked me if I make a job for him, but he would like to understand if I was the right person. So he asked me how you can change my winery. And I say, I don't know nothing about your winery except the name. I know your wine, but I don't know nothing about the number. So he gave all the numbers. And after 3-4 days, we met again and I give my impression what I can change. So we changed a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm still here. So
yeah. what did you change in the production? Because I feel my impression is, tasting for many years the wines of Molino de Grace, there's also a change in style.
Okay, we change in style. First, also inside of the cellar, we change in style. We change a lot of people first.
Mm-hmm.
We change a lot of things inside. We change a lot of wood inside. And then we change a little bit of winemaking style.
So really the basic.
The basic. Yeah, because I introduced the clarification.
Yeah.
And in the past, they don't have.
Yeah.
They used to make wine unfiltered. And I make clarification after time in the barrels. And more details in cleaning and everything about.
So really
to keep the
know-how.
quality.
You put a lot of know-how as well.
I put my experience. I was, when I arrived, 20 years of experience in another winery. And so
another famous winery.
In another famous winery. And also the other winery was owned from a German owner. Mm-hmm. So he was a lot of precise. And I bring here something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
the Germans. The Austrians are the same.
I don't know, but so.
Well, sometimes it helps. Let's have a look into the production process. We just talked a little bit about it. Which type of cask can we find when we walk through this cellar?
So we have, and what I found also, we have a steel tank.
Yeah.
Most of the cellar is in the steel.
Yeah.
And this is used for fermentation. We have a piston. We have a control of temperature.
Yeah.
And then we have a timer for the piston, for everything.
Yeah.
And this is one part. And then we have the big cask.
Yeah.
Where we make this Chianti Classico.
Yeah.
Then we have a barrique and tonneau.
Yeah.
Old French.
Okay.
Old French oak.
Okay. So, we are sitting now in this special tasting room with this fantastic art, but we have this wonderful view. I have to talk again because it's really so beautiful sitting here, tasting the wines with this spectacular view. And I can really imagine looking to you and seeing you working. What can you tell us about Chianti Classico, Riserva, Gran Selezione, and Gratius? How do you do? So how do you ferment all? You ferment it all in the stainless steel, and then
Chianti Classico you talk about we are in a special place, and we have a lot of art stuff. And we have to say then Frank Grace was an art collector.
Yeah.
So he invests a lot in art, and all the art, and we have here. Yeah. Is related with the wine, because around here we have a lot of painter, but everything is made with a wine label.
It's incredible.
And then we have our logo. Then we have the grape.
Yeah.
And then we have the gate is also part of the art. And then we have San Francisco on top of the vineyard is another part of the art collection.
What is about? Well, because looking on these pictures or painted artworks. Yes, they are labels when you go really close to it. What is the story behind? Because
the story is from the beginning, because the artist was friends of Frank Grace.
Yeah.
And so they start together and he tried to help Frank to invest in the art.
Yeah.
And also, they live in London, same place.
Yeah.
And Valentino Monticello is the name of the artist, was also sommelier at the Harris Bar in London. So
he had the...
He had the possibility to find a lot of labels.
Yeah.
Also, old vintage.
Okay, and with these labels, he cut this label and...
Yeah, he created...
Put them again together to...
He create like a collage with a label to make a different story. Over there we have Venice. Here we have the studio in London. There we have the George Club. Here we have the logo of Greve and the cellar and the windmill.
So it's fascinating because looking close, you can really, oh yes, this wine and that wine. Going a few steps behind, you can't see it anymore. That these are originally wine labels. It's really fascinating. It is really worth to book a tasting tour here at Molino de Grace to see that in.
And then I want to go back to your request when you talk about what we do when we have fermentation here. So we try to select, we start from the top wine. So we select the Gran Selezione. This is our first selection, is in the vineyard. And then we bring down here and we make the fermentation separate respect to the Chianti Classico. So we go step by step. So Gran Selezione first. Then we go to Riserva. And to the end, we take the grape from Chianti Classico. For the Gratius, it's a single vineyard, so we go there, we select 50 hectolitri or 50 quintali of grape. And then we have a separate fermentation, fermentation in wood. We have a troncoconic tank. We make fermentation there. And
for the Gratius.
For the Gratius. All the rest we make in a steel tank.
Yes. And then the Chianti Classico goes into the botte, into the
yes, and then the Chianti Classico in the big casks, the botti, and the Riserva and the Gran Selezione go in the barrique and tonneau.
Yes, for the aging time.
The aging time depends, but normally 18 months for the Riserva and 2 years for the Gran Selezione.
And then you bottle it and let it in the cellar, or
yes, we have everything inside here. So we have a bottling machine. Yeah. We bottle in here, we storage, and we are waiting
before it is released.
Before, yes.
Yeah, a little bit also in the bottle, because the refining in the bottle I always appreciate.
Yeah, for the Gran Selezione, we need minimum 6 months before to go on the market. For the Riserva, we need 3 months. And for the Chianti Classico, we need 1 month. Yeah. This is the legal approach
rules
of the rules.
Talking about Gratius and talking about this collage of wine labels, the label of Gratius is a very special as well, because it is such a collage, isn't it?
Yes,
since recent years.
I had an idea in 2017 because it was 20 years for us of viticulture.
Yeah.
So 2017, I decided to ask to the family if they agree to change the label of the Gratius and put one painter or collage from Valentino Monticello. So we started in 2017.
Yeah.
And also now, we are bottling the vintage 2021.
Yeah.
Every year we change the label.
Which is beautiful.
We have another year to arrive to 6 vintage, because I want to also sell a box of 6 bottles with all different label. And then we see what happens because after the vintage 2022.
Yeah, okay. Great. They're beautiful, because these are really made, I think, with labels of Molino de Grace, no?
Yes, so this is something that is not usually.
Yeah.
A lot of winery put art in the label, but this is an art. And then we have also here, we don't request, because the artist has died 10 years ago.
Oh.
So we have a lot of art with our label. So we start to create a story about Valentino Monticello and Frank Grades.
So let's stay at art now for our listeners, because we mentioned art is very important for Frank as well. He invested a lot. The grape bearers we have been talking is the logo of Molino de Grace, but it's not only the logo. It's also a sculpture here directly in front of the wine shop. It's originally comes from the Old Testament.
Yeah.
It is, and you can really see it here almost everywhere. It is done by Sylvester Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
It is made of steel, a steel sculpture with grapes made of blue and gold-plated glass, which are the grape. I have a very special story for that because I'm always, when I saw the first time this sculpture, and you have it also on the gate, when I saw this the first time, I was pushed back into my childhood because the coat of arms of my mother's hometown features these grape bearers as well. And so for me, it's really funny. My grandfather called it always the Kundschafter because grape bearers, perhaps I have to explain it in German. It's the Traubenträger.
Explorer.
And the Kundschafter are the scouts. My grandfather called them always the Kundschafter, the scouts of the city. And it's really funny that I see it here as well, passing Molino de Grace or coming to here to you. It is really funny for me that this is a connection to my childhood as well.
Yes, this is the story of Frank Grace then to the end, no? Because he arrived like the two explorers and Moses sent in the promised land, and they go back with the grape.
They found this fantastic land.
Yeah, and this could be a similar story of Frank. And he arrived from London to Panzano, and he go back not with the grape, but with the winery. So it was something,
and also with a lot of grapes.
A lot of grapes, but ideally was kind of similar story because he arrived here in Tuscany, in Panzano, but not with the idea to invest in the wine. Yeah. But then after probably a week, then he was here. He was in love with the natural place. And then he had possibility also to invest in the vineyard, and he go back with that.
So Frank let this sculpture do for Molino de Grace. He engaged this artist to do it for Molino de Grace. Was it his idea to do this grape bearers, or was it an idea or an interaction between the artist and him?
I think so. He gave a request to make a logo to a few artists.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he bought the arts that they made. But Sylvester Anthony find a focus on the two explorers and the grape, and he found like a good logo and good story for him. So this is
a very nice idea.
This was was a nice approach, and it's also incredible because we have a lot of art stuff outside, inside, in the vineyard.
In the vineyard.
In the vineyard.
My favorite one is San Francesco in the vineyard.
Yeah. We call San Francesco delle Vigne.
Okay.
Because it's our protector.
Yeah.
This is a San Francesco d'Assisi.
Yeah.
And the sculptor is a guy from here, from Greve, from Lamole.
Okay.
Sandro Granucci is the name of the sculptor. This is a bronze sculptor. It's 6 meters higher, and he have two open hands. In one have the moon, and the other have the sun. So it's our protector.
Isn't San Francesco also the patron saint of the animals? Or? Yes.
The nature. Yes.
The nature. So it is really, he's looking on.
He's looking
on the spot or on the region.
Yeah.
Or Yeah,
He
estate.
looking our vineyard.
Yeah.
He looking the vineyard, the cellar, and
it's very beautiful because you see the hills, the soft hills covered with the vineyards, and in the middle stands this very high, I think.
it's a 6 meters.
Wow, 6 meter high
Yeah.
sculpture, which you can almost see from everywhere, even from my place where I stay. When it's clear, I can see it. So it's really fine.
It's perfect.
I love it to feel this wonderful experience here, this tradition and technology, this craftsmanship, the viticulture, this know-how I can find here at Molino de Grace, and last but not least, culture and art. Because for me, wine is also culture. It's not only an alcoholic drink. It's a culture. And I think for Tuscany especially, it is part of life since many, let me see, perhaps since thousands of years. All that come together here to create wonderful products, the wines of Molino de Grace, which in turn are ambassadors around the world for Chianti Classico, for Panzano in Chianti, and especially, of course, for Il Molino de Grace and the people behind. So, grazie, Iacopo, for your time. I enjoyed a lot talking with you, like always. Thank you for this wine. Let's have another sip together. And for the next time, I would like to see.
Thank you, too. This was my first podcast.
Oh, perfect.
So, I don't know, but I
did it perfectly. No.
I hope everything was clear.
No, it was perfect.
Like this wine.
Podcast is just a talk, which is recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Salute.
A Molino de Grace, a Chianti Classico. Ich hoffe, Iacopo konnte dir ein wenig Einblick in seine Welt bei Il Molino de Grace, bei seinem allerersten Podcast geben. Iacopo ist sehr stolz auf das, was er auf Il Molino de Grace erreicht hat, auch wenn er das nicht so direkt zugeben würde. Ich bin immer wieder beeindruckt von der Kunst und der unheimlich natürlichen Symbiose dieser Kunst und der Natur auf Molino de Grace. Man spürt, dass diese Kunst für dort geschaffen wurde. Alles in allem super sehenswert, wie ich finde. Das kannst auch du, wenn du möchtest. Du kannst eine Tour bei Molino de Grace buchen, wenn du mal in der Gegend sein solltest. Und dann hast du einen weiteren fantastischen Einblick in dieses Schmuckstück vom Weingut in Panzano in Chianti. Einen Link dazu findest du in den Shownotes. Das kennst du ja. Wenn du mehr von diesen besonderen Kunstwerken aus Weinetiketten sehen möchtest, dann empfehle ich dir die Website von Valentino Monticello. Auch diesen Link packe ich dir in die Shownotes. Ich sage nochmals herzlichen Dank an Iacopo für seine Zeit und für seinen Enthusiasmus und uns in seine Welt mitzunehmen. Und all das, damit du hoffentlich eine gute Zeit hattest, diese Episode zu hören. Danke auch für deine Aufmerksamkeit. Ich weiß mir das sehr zu schätzen. Wenn dir mein Podcast gefällt, dann freue ich mich, wenn du den Abo-Button klickst. Danke schon mal vorab dafür. Wie immer hoffe ich, dass ich dich auch heute mitnehmen konnte in meine Chianti Classico Welt, denn das ist meine Passion, mein Auftrag. So fühle ich es zumindest. Ich sag Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao, a presto.